here in College Park as we bring you all yet another Terps Esports broadcast. My name is Alex, aka Gumi.
And my name is Frank, aka Lev, and it's a great night indeed for some Terps Premier League of Legends action tonight.
That's right, Frank. We've got a lot to cover in our pre-show, including a quick review of how the game works, as well as an interview with our team's jungler, Wanjun, or Morph with a gun.
Yes, but before we get into the action, let's go over the rules of your typical League of Legends tournament match. If you've never played the game before, League is a multiplayer online battle arena, also known as a MOBA. 5 players on each team battle it out on Summoner's Rift. There's monsters in the jungle, minions in the lane, and turrets to be destroyed. Victory is achieved upon destroying the opposing team's nexus.
For this league match in specifics, the Terps are competing in a best-of-3 regular season match against Carleton University Esports Red.
It's important to note that this is the first game of the season, so it'll set the tone for the rest of the season for the Terps.
So now that you know who we're facing and what's at stake, it's time for us to introduce you to the players of the Terps League of Legends team. First up, we got Keyshawn Robinson, is his in-game name, as the top laner.
And we have our mid laner, Zero Domain.
Next up, we got Super Fat Mushroom as the ADC.
Yeah, we got V8 Mike on support.
And last but certainly not least, we have Cat with a Gun in the jungle.
And speaking of Cat with a Gun, he has brought us a highlight clip of his past games to look over. We'll take a look at that right now and get an interview before we get into the game.
Roll the clip.
I can move first. There's play slow. Back up, play slow.
One at a time.
Go.
Walk up.
I'm good in a more.
Can we go
More here.
More than Baron, boys, okay? More than Baron.
Ian too.
Don't chase into them, please. Don't chase into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine looking at him right now.
Oh yeah, you don't know.
That's fine. I have barriers still. You want extended fights? Oh wait, no. Wait, what? Oh wait, what?
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, the leasing clip.
Oh, they're trying to hold place. We should.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh my god, you're out of power range.
So here we have Cat with a Gun. Cat, I'm gonna ask you some questions now. Can you walk us through what was going on through your mind in some of those plays?
Nah.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
okay, so basically, in the first clip, I don't want to chase too deep into them. That's why I was like making the call, don't chase too deep. I'm like really happy I got like the angle to find the kick, but to be honest, that was kind of like more like the Thresh was trolling, but it looked pretty flashy, so I'm like pretty happy about the result.
Yeah, I love the Warthog. Very fast mechanical plays.
Thank you.
Now, for the next question, what's your favorite sound effect from League of Legends?
Missing ping, of course.
Missing
They
ping.
removed it, but the bait ping, missed that one too, but it's gone now, unfortunately.
Okay, anyways, we're not gonna talk about that. How are you feeling about your chances about going into the first round of the NECC?
Oh, it should be, I'm feeling pretty good about the first round. I won't say it'll be easy, but I'm very confident about the result of today's match being a dub, so.
Perfect. Now for the last question, how do you feel about losing to me in Arena on September 8th, 2014 at exactly 10:17 p.m.?
It was a devastating loss, the worst loss of my entire career, and a chip on my shoulder for the rest of my career, but you know.
Well, thank you so much, Cat with a Gun.
Thank you.
Okay, so that concludes our pre-show for this League of Legends semi-finals match. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Hello. You can go ahead. It's my
All
bad.
right, I got you. All right, welcome back, you guys. We are going to get into game in just a few seconds, but I'm curious. I don't usually cast this game. I'm actually usually over in the Overwatch booth, but I got dragged kicking and screaming over to the League of Legends booth today. So, tell me, what do you think we're going to see today? Give me some expertise. Give me some explanation. What's going on?
Got you. Yeah, you're asking the right person for this. Okay. So, League of Legends. You love to see carnage, and you love to see players using their champions using their champion to the absolute limit, basically. So you want to see like your mid lane matchup. You want to see a very aggressive mid lane, top lane, jungle. You want to see some fast-paced gameplay, but also like calculated and team play is very important. Yeah, I feel like we're just gonna see some fighting. League of Legends is a very normal game.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've heard that the optimal play of most champions is just like not fight and just farm your lane. But you see
boring.
in the North America server, everyone just fights, and I just love that about this server.
Yeah.
So
of course.
hopefully we get to see a bunch of fights, a bunch of kills getting dropped. Gumi, what do you expect to see coming into this game?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did kind of ask the players, so I kind of have a bit of a cheat sheet. But one of them did say that there's a lot of, and as I say, it's exactly disproved. But they did tell me that we were probably going to see some ADCs in the mid lane, which is not usually where you see them. You usually see them in the bot lane stack with that support.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm curious. Why do you think that is? Because I have no idea.
Yeah. So I believe last season there was like an item change that really pushed AD carries into the mid lane position, just because the power they had in lane harassing. You see a lot of Aurora nowadays, kind of like ranged mid laners who can kind of harass you. They were very strong for a while, just because AD carries were their items were a little bit over buffed. So you would see some challenger games where almost everyone in the game would be picking an AD carry. And those games kind of just ended very quickly, and so Riot's been trying to change those, trying to get AD carries out of the mid lane, out of top lane, and just kind of push them into the role where they're supposed to be. And that kind of occurred with the item nerfs a bit ago. I believe a lot of items got changed, lower damage. We can see we're just getting into drafting phase now. I believe we saw some of the champion leaks there. See, we have
Minions have spawned
on Nidalee, Zero Domain on Orianna. Varus, we have Varus too. We have Varus, Rel, and Aatrox.
Bear with us, guys. We cannot read those characters. I believe his name. I'm gonna go Super Fat Mushroom. Was it not?
Yeah, Super Fat Mushroom.
Let's go with that.
I think it says I miss her or something. But yeah, Super Fat Mushroom. Yeah.
Right, and then on the opposite squad, we got Garen in the top lane. That's not Italy. Sejuani in the jungle, Syndra in the mid lane, Jinx in the bot lane with Lulu as her support. So, as we get into laning phase here, what's some stuff we have to look out for?
Gotcha. We really have to watch out here for Zero Domain's movement here in the Syndra matchup. He wants to harass Syndra while minimizing damage that she takes. So you saw there, he got an auto attack Q off, trying to proc lunge Q, or no, he has phase rush, which is perfect. Trying to proc phase rush and just get out, make sure his trades are short, and make sure they have the wave shoved in at all times. You see Kayshawn Robinson on the Aatrox here, very strong early game pressure. You want the Aatrox to kind of get ahead in lane. You're picking the Aatrox to kind of give yourself insurance, you have level 9 scaling. You can see your Zero Domain just gonna farm it up in mid lane. Make sure that he's at least playing safe for these first couple levels, giving himself a good lead. AD carry Varus Rel matchup, just you got the regular push that you kind of see with these typical AD carry lanes. The team that typically gets the first push has a major advantage because they have the back timers. They have a lot of stuff that they can do after they get this wave shoved in. They can even come to help their jungler if they need to after this next recall. You can see they're gonna shove in the wave and then hit a recall here. So
yeah,
perfect timing there. You see in this top lane matchup, Garen and Aatrox. The Aatrox is a little bit lower. Do you want to see a fight here? Oh, out the guns coming in.
Here comes the Nidalee. And the flash is just going to come out from the Garen. He's just not even going to risk it, just going to flash away.
Yeah, the burn, the flash is very important in this matchup because now that Aatrox has flash, he can play a little bit more risky. Sejuani's on and off timer. Nidalee going for an invade, Gumi.
Yeah, big invade coming here, but Sejuani is going to get the red buff, but that's not going to stop Cat with the gun. He's looking for this kill. He had the spear. Blast cone goes off.
Oh, no way!
Hold on, wait, he might actually get the top of the
over
wall.
He's fighting.
Oh!
The flash W on the Nidalee picks up first blood. Cat with the gun. He has hands. He's showing his skill this season, but Aatrox is in trouble here. Give me the ignite drops.
Oh, the ignite drops, and he might not live.
Die.
Those two auto attacks from the minion.
He is dead.
Were enough.
Kayshawn Robinson is down in the top lane. A huge advantage for CU Esports. The Syndra combo going off on zero domain. He's staying safe with the E.
That's such an interesting...
Cat with the gun is looking for something else, Gumi.
Oh, this is an interesting sequence of events. So Cat with the gun with the red buff that he got from the enemy in Italy, looking to avenge his fallen teammate, but he misses the spear. He goes in for the... Oh!
That is disastrous.
That is disastrous.
For Cat with the gun, he missed his spear, tried to jump, and he anticipated the hit of the spear a little bit too early, and he went for the jump. So basically, we have Rel being assaulted in the jungle here. Perfect W, just keeps me and Mike safe.
But now Sejuani has control over the entire bottom river because Cat with the gun on that Nidalee did get a tad bit greedy.
A little bit greedy on the side of Cat with the gun. Not too bad though. As you can see, this is still level 3, so levels are mashed, and he did get a kill. So that means he does have a slight gold advantage despite everything that happened. This Garen is going into lane with 2 kills, and Aatrox is in trouble here. He has to proxy this wave or play around this red buff Garen. Can Aatrox? Oh, the W went a little wide there, but I'm sure he's expecting this Sejuani to be there. Honestly. We can see here, honestly, their bot lane gets another push in. They're getting their shoves in. If we check the CS right now, I'm curious to see, does Varus have more CS than this Jinx? They're gonna hold the wave here, make sure Jinx getting all the CS here.
I would expect that she would have more CS. It's been a relatively safe bot lane. No big trades really going back and forth, and I do think that is because of that Lulu pick, like Lulu against Rel. I'm actually curious, who comes out in this matchup, do you think?
So, I do believe once level 6 hits, I do believe the Varus teams, like, they have a slight advantage now just because Rel's an engaged champion into an Enchantress. So just like, you know, in the Rock Paper Scissors, if you engage first onto an Enchantress, they're just gonna die, right?
Right.
But you see level 6, Lou has access to her, you know, super growth ultimate, I forgot what it's called.
Hugify.
Yeah, Hugify, something like that. Game pause here for a second here, but the matchup is still slightly, I think, in Varus Rel's favor because you have the Varus art to lock down any target you need, and you have the burst from Varus as well. Rel can kind of lock down for even longer. Zero Domain's in trouble here. Gumi, Yeah,
look at this fight. The flash from the Sejuani is going to go down on the Orianna, but the support is going to be there from Cat with a gun, but it's too late as the Syndra from CU Esports is going to take down Orianna, but here comes a bit of a longer fight as the Rel goes in. Syndra has the flash still.
Another kill. Cat with the gun playing that near perfectly, going in on the Sejuani, but making sure his cooldowns are short enough so that he can jump back out when they decide to retaliate. The Rel coming in onto the Syndra was very well played by Terps Esports side. Kind of got baited into that fight. But very quick rotations. You can see Cat with the gun was on Dragon there, but he quick rotated for his Orianna. She did get ulted down, but that gave them the opportunity to get a return kill on Syndra.
And it's all about that bot lane push. As you were mentioning earlier, the bot lane having the ability to just sort of mosey on up the river without really losing too much from the bot lane.
Oh, hold on, Gumi. This Garen's looking for a little trade here, but it seems like things are just gonna, you know, handshake off. Aatrox Garen. The lane's just gonna be just wait till level 6.
Aatrox is such a dirty champion, but let's see how dirty this champion actually is. But it's a 2v2.
On a ward, but Cat with the gun, do they win this? I don't think so.
I don't think so, but look at this. The two champions from CU Esports sort of getting split, but the Lulu is here. Is she on vision? Do they know that she's there? I don't believe so.
Lulu on route. She wants to dodge the vision there, which is why you saw her not walk too far up into that bush, even though they did have vision. If they did turn on her, she was just completely dead there. Cat with the gun's looking for Syndra here. Does Zero Domain have ultimate?
He does have the ultimate.
For Zero Domain.
The Syndra has the flash.
But Cat with the gun, a little miscommunication there.
Yeah.
You see, he kind of like S-keyed away of that communication call. But that's completely fine. The ult comes out, hits both, and Orianna has a lot of lane pressure here regardless. We'll see what Sejuani does here.
Just
vision being cleared by these level 4 supports.
Just kind of some vision support stuff, you know. You know, let's talk about that. What makes a good support? Like, what does a good support have to do?
Well, you have to be this Rel. Well, if you're playing Rel, you're doing your job, you know, making sure vision is cleared in the river so that roams are very easy, and then you're also making sure that advantages are being secured across the map, not just in your lane. Because as support, your timers don't really matter. You can do whatever you want in the game. So you can see, I think Sejuani is looking for a game for this Orianna, but Zero Domain kind of catches it out.
Yeah, that pink ward in the bush, it is going to go down, but it played its part beautifully in keeping Zero Domain's Orianna alive. But as we see, there might be something going down in the mid lane if you look on the mini-map.
Kayshawn Robinson's playing this lane a little safer, just knowing that he's going to hit level 9. Once he hit level 9, he'll just be unsolvable against this Garen, regardless of items. You can see this Jinx is kind of getting into her own scaling here, but this Varus still will be able to outscale her, I believe. She did take cleanse, so the ultimate will be less effective. This Garen flash Q ignite on Garen combo.
Oh!
The banana
The
combo
pull!
with the pullback. One more shot from the turn. He's dead, but he
He's
manages to
so low. That is so unfortunate. If you
Sejuani goes a little wide there. Cat with the gun looking for the Syndra Spear, but
doesn't pay off.
goes wide.
And that's another kill with relatively zero punishment for CU Esports. Maryland's got to give something.
Yeah, I mean, the undodgeable combo from Garen is just at least he got his flash. You know, at least he can't do that to you for another 200 seconds. So, I mean, that's your consolation prize. You see blue team getting the dragon. You know, making sure that they use the fact that Garen ult is down. Caldigan's always playing aggressive here on the Syndra Sejuani matchup, making sure he is his presence in the jungle. The Q.
Are we seeing a
through the
tower
minion
dive?
wave? It goes a little wide. Close spear. But they do know. They do know Caldigan's here. This dive may be a little bit too aggressive for him. Let's see what he can do. W gets cancelled.
Yep, here we go into this fight. Looks like everyone's going to come into this fight.
Rel is still here.
Rel
Looks
is
like he's
here.
in trouble now.
Spear
He's
comes
in
out.
jungle. He's just dead. Will the spear come out again? Let's see it. Has the gun.
Oh, it hits. Is he going to go for it?
He's flashed.
Oh, wow.
Does he survive? And he goes down. What an insane performance by Cal with the gun here. He knows what he wants. He wants kills, and I just love that about him.
And that is a trade that you will definitely take. 2 kills, and your mid lane gets prio, your mid lane gets a plate. That is definitely something you're going to take.
Absolutely. The side of CU Esports, really bad. It's a really bad outlook if you CU Esports right now. Your Miller is behind. No TP yet. He has to walk back to lane. Zerdomain has TP. He has many options here on getting farmed, and he gets a full reset on the wave. Yeah, definitely mid lane matchup is going to be thrown here. So Sejuani's kind of behind as well. Can't really do much into this Nilly Rel combo, because you can see the vision's being clear. The Rel's walking up the river, just like we said. Their game plan's obvious. This Nilly wants to play aggressive. They want to get advantages for their Varus. And I believe we'll be seeing Cat with the Gun playing around bot side maybe. Looking for something here, but...
And as you say that, Cat with the Gun is actually in the top lane, looking to take this 2v2 against the Garen and the Sejuani. The stun comes out from the Sejuani. It's going to hit Cat with the Gun, and that might be the end of the aggression that we see here in the top lane. But top laner and jungler ultimate out of the question. So can Maryland look for a re-engage? And I think that's what Rel is looking on doing. She's going to place some vision down in the jungle, just get any information she can from that Sejuani. And you know, Maryland will take the prior they get from the top lane, and they're going to get the Void Grubs.
Absolutely. Amazing work from Terps Esports, making sure they use that Rel security, the wave push, to get Rel up into the top lane and secure Void Grubs for their team. Basically, Terps Esports have gotten every objective on the map so far, just thanks to this jungle div and the supports moving across the map.
That is so true. Maryland, while they may have been down in kills and may continue to be down in kills, look at the gold. 19.1k gold on the side of the Terps and 18.3k gold and counting on the side of CU Esports. That is almost a 1,000 gold advantage for the Terps. And so it goes to show that kills don't really matter all the time.
Yeah, wait a second here, Gumi. Looks like the fight's coming out in the mid lane. Zerdomain shoots the ulti a little early there. Doesn't actually pull them. Viet Mike's now in trouble here. Has to burn the flash.
Oh, here comes the Varus
comes out on the Syndra. She's locked down. The spear hits.
Huge damage from the Varus.
But he goes polymorph, and then Lulu is in trouble now in the middle of 4 enemy team members. Will she go down? She's dead. Cat with the Gun getting the W on the Syndra, and the fight's just over.
Oh
the
no! And
spear!
look! Oh, the spear!
The
jump!
Jumps, but
with the flash.
But the R's gonna hit him.
Oh
He's gonna die.
He's 1 HP. So
Cat
dangerously low, but the minions. I think.
Will he go back in melee form and Q? He won't.
Wow. And that's a huge shutdown for the Jinx.
An absolutely huge shutdown on the side of Jinx. We get an instant replay of that fight here. Gumi, would you like to cast this?
Yes, Varus ult just coming out and just absolutely melting 2 members of CU Esports. Lulu going down, having used her summoners to try to keep her Sejuani alive, and Cat with the Gun picks up the Syndra, but perhaps was a bit too greedy going for that Jinx. And Keyshawn Robinson.
The level 9 Aatrox. I was telling you this. Once he has level 9, Aatrox is not a champion anymore. He's a god. Garen cannot do anything. He had 4 kills advantage on this Aatrox, but Keyshawn Robinson just quick dropped him. What just happened?
And Garen has the Ignite too, and that just did nothing to deter all of the lifesteal that came out from the Aatrox. Put him basically at full HP at the end of the fight.
He's practically full HP. Keyshawn Robinson just absolutely dunking on this Garen. You can see some champs are just not made equal this patch, and Aatrox is one of those champs that just is pick or ban, I believe, in this season.
Thank goodness. I do not like Garen.
You can see Jungle Jonathan trying to get Aatrox off this turret, but like he's not taking damage. And watch the auto attack. Check the auto attack on this Aatrox.
He is so unbothered.
Auto, look at that
Oh
HP
my
here, like
gosh.
200 health on a 22-second cooldown, reduced by his by hitting his Qs. So I mean, hey, that's a champion.
That is so disgusting.
So basically all the damage that Joanne just did was like healed in like an auto attack, but that's still fine. You know, that's completely balanced. Looks like this Garen wants a revenge kill. Will this happen though? Aatrox is without an ult, and Garen has
Oh,
his
the
ultimate.
combo!
Oh,
Wow, what a masterful combo from Terps Esports.
Darn!
The rocket. Oh, it's not gonna come up with anything
What
in
just happened?
ADC.
This is Johnny just died. Like, okay, I feel like I was looking at a whole different part of the
Yeah.
map, and then a fight just happened in front of my eyes. I was like, what just happened? And then you see the Jinx rocket like off screen.
Thank goodness Rel did not get hit by the Jinx rocket, but we also have to give credit. Actually, no, I'll give credit after we see this fight. Ooh,
Demacia!
The Garen R, but here comes Cat with the gun. Slow with the red buff. Hit the spear,
he's just
jump.
dead. The silence prevents Cat with the gun from
Wow.
queuing. Just for a second, the execution, he almost got away with that from a perfect timed like Q cancel there. But you know, Cat with the gun's gonna take this first turret for Terps Esports.
Cat
I
with the
think
gun is
second turret.
playing so well right now. I don't know if you guys saw in that last fight, but he did keep the Rel alive from dying to the turret shot with the healing from the Nidalee. I believe it's the E. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
but
Nidalee.
just amazing plays all around, and then knowing that he has the ability to pick up the kill on the Garen there, just so good from Cat with the gun. This is exactly what we were expecting from him.
Yeah, and you can see that this Rel, you know, making sure they have vision of the Sejuani's enemy jungle, because they know she's not allowed in this bottom quadrant of the jungle.
Oh.
Anyone who enters this side of the jungle is going to get killed by UMD's team. You can see this Lulu just standing still. She knows she's dead. There's no one who can enter this side of the map. Just from a level 1 push, you can see how much domination UMD has of this bottom side of the map. The Dragon's theirs. If Ro walks top, the Rip Herald's theirs. If like Keyshawn Robinson goes anywhere on the map, everyone's just dead. The only person who could actually match him is probably Garen in this team comp, and you can see that the game's just kind of going slowly out of CU Esports' hands.
Oh,
Looks like another Dyson happened fought here. Zero Man's looking for the ultimate, but the flash
Okay.
comes out from the Syndra to her to safety.
I think you'll take that. You get a turret, you get a flash, trade your ult, but you know what? You're gonna go home regardless.
Yeah.
So it's not like you really need it.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Syndra should just kept her flash. You know, I mean, should just kept her flash and just died there. You know, it was a misplay by her. You know, sometimes you're gonna need that flash for an important team fight on Syndra, and you don't have that ability to do that anymore. But you know, I digress here. The game is still fairly. It's a little over, but
It's a little over, but miracles do happen every once in a while, and I do think that. You know, what
Brazilian Riz can
does
actually
CU
do something.
Esports have to do to get back into this game?
they gotta put Brazilian Riz on the bot lane, on the side lane. The Syndra, they gotta put the Syndra on the side lane, get farm, get damage. But it still probably won't be enough. To be honest, this Rel is a little bit too much of a threat on the side of Terps Esports. Of course, I don't know which side yet. Too big of a threat. This Rel can walk anywhere she wants and just kill anybody because she's too tanky to be killed quickly enough for Terps Esports team to like TP there. You saw the TP instantly coming out from Zero Domain. The moment he saw this Rel, it took even a second of damage. Now Victor is just theirs. Nothing on the map can stop them. They have to give this. You can see the CU Esports team is not posturing for this Rip Herald. They can't contest any objective on the map. It's only going to get worse from here.
It is just too risky to go anywhere, especially with the way that this Rel is playing, clearing out vision, making sure to just keep her team in an advantageous position. And I just want to highlight really quickly, look at the level difference between this Varus and this Jinx. And this Rel just being able to do whatever she wants on the map is so important for that level gap. And it's only just going to push UMD's advantage even further.
Yes, and this goes into the rock, paper, scissors concept that we were talking about before. The enemy, you can see Terps Esports picked an engaged support, meaning that they can walk around the map and kind of make things happen here. Ooh, Flash is burned out from the Lulu. Looks like Cat the Gun's really feeling himself here, walking 3 members of the enemy team, but Rel's here on the support. The Rip charge! Will be something done here? What was that?
Oh my gosh.
The Q flash goes a little wide, but looks like Cat the Gun's kind of trolling here. Really survived this.
He is going to survive. Wow. No damage from...
Rel is dead.
No damage from CU Esports, but as I say that, the Garen comes in with his Garen-ness. But
Aatrox was there somehow. Aatrox was there the entire time.
I think he hopped out of the Rift Herald, I think.
Charge. Yeah. So
The
Did
drive
Aatrox
by.
just charge through 3 people on the enemy team on the bottom side of the map? That is something that's been.
Oh.
Oh, Zero Domain is just dead. See, exactly. Putting the Syndra on the side lane is their only chance, but it's just, the game is just not. Okay, let's check this out again.
Yeah, let's check out this replay, and I think it just, yeah, you saw immediately as the Aatrox popped his R, everyone just scrambled, ran away, and now they're gonna chase this Syndra, and it looks like kind of goofy.
So would you say this Aatrox has aura? Brazilian Riz is gonna be chased into the turret. Brazilian Riz. Looks like Cavaligun's throw the spear's gonna hit, and does the E come out? No, he just dies. Cavaligun's just chasing kills at this point. You know, he's bloodlusted basically. This is what you see when you're so far ahead. Oh, this Varus is in trouble though. This shutdown's gonna be huge on this Jinx if she gets it.
Both summoner spells are gonna come
Rel
up.
jumping out, stopping the Jinx damage. Will she be able to get out? Varus.
Oh no.
The Sejuani gets the kill. This is probably the best case scenario though for Terps Esports. Putting the kill on Sejuani. This guy's so far behind that I don't think 750 gold can save him at this point. You know, he's a level down. His team can't really get economy off this game. The only camps he can get are actually like the ones that Terps Esports gives him.
Exactly, and I mean, you really don't like to see Terps Esports dying here. I mean, any advantage that you give this CU Esports squad, it is very possible that they can make a comeback, regardless of how far down in the economy they are. But let's look at some of these objectives. We have Terps Esports having 2 dragons, as well as, I believe, all 6 wood grubs, if not at least 3.
Yes, they have all 6, yep.
As well as that Rift Herald. So,
okay.
CU Esports having to find a way.
Cavaligun looking for Brazilian Riz yet again. The E will come out, stopping the jump. Of course, the R will. We expect to see an R here from Brazilian Riz. The Jinx R rocket goes a little wide here. Will Cavaligun survive this fight? The Q does not come out, and Cavaligun just murders Brazilian Riz.
I think they realize, like you said, I think putting that Syndra in the side lane is the only way that they can come back, because she is the only one who didn't severely lose lane. And let's watch that again. Just amazing spear to start off the fight, jumps back in, gets the majority of the damage.
Another spear connects. That's the most important part of this fight. If that spear did not connect, Cavaligun was dead there. So you can see how you see this nearly might be having like what 13 kills, but the fight was close to like a 3-4 Syndra, something like that. Brazilian Riz really just fought. It just shows that it really kind of falls off after a while. This Baron goes to the Terps.
Yeah, Baron is just gone. CU Esports had no chance of contesting that, and now
you can see they're on the run right now. Jungle Jonathan getting a little caught up. The spear lands, but will they continue to fight? Cavaligun's pretty much alone here. He's jumping to 4 people. This Garen's gonna walk up. What is going on?
Jumping into 4 people with the Rel comes out. Syndra stun is going to take down the Rel, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. Both supports saying goodbye and leaving the party early. But with this Baron buff, I think Terps Esports have just decided that they want this game over.
Wow. Okay. So
trades you will take, that Rel versus that Lulu. And now Terps Esports have set their sights on this top turret, just using this Baron buff to, you know, just to take down any turret they can, and they will smartly decide to back up, take out the jungle, reset, get the gold, get the money.
Yeah, you know,
it's a heist.
Yeah, you know, in like professional esports, they call this a Baron power play. You know, UMD just going through, getting objectives while like using this Baron buff, while they saw this empowered damage, while they saw these enhanced stats and minion push, they get the mid inhib, they get the bot turret, they get the money on the map, and you can see this gold gap is almost pushing 10k gold.
Yeah, almost pushing a 10k gold gap is honestly sort of crazy, as well as being on Soul Point and having a Baron buff. I do believe Terps Esports in this last push are gonna just look to end the game, and I think that's probably the smartest decision here.
Yeah, you do have to fear that the Jinx maybe will get a recess on this team comp, because they do have the Garen. They have the Garen who can ult somebody. They have the Jinx who can like get excited basically off the kill. That sounds okay. Yeah. Anyways,
let's move on.
She can attack fast when a kill gets dropped or an objective gets killed. So if they're able to get the resets,
trailer,
yeah,
and gets excited, sees the Arcane 2 trailer.
Arcane 2.
Arcane 2.
Got you. Is that coming out soon?
November.
Perfect. Okay, but November. Check. Mark your calendars, guys. Arcane 2, November.
Yeah, I don't even know why. Can we change the channel to Arcane 2?
I'm not sure if it's out yet. Are the leaks out yet?
Dang it. Anyway.
Well, there's a team fight going on in the top lane. They're sieging the top turret. While Keyshawn Robinson is in the mid lane here. They can't send anybody for him. They're going to fight this.
The stuff from the Syndra is going to cause a chain reaction come from the Varus. but he's gonna get so much support from everyone on the team, and he's gonna live.
Did anyone just see that? The Garen the bear stood there after he got like almost one shot. I think he expected himself to die because he just queued downward and just stood there auto attacking and killing everybody.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Zero the main, the queue going a little wide. Jinx getting excited here. Can she make this happen?
She has.
The minigun should come out here, but she's still using the rockets, unfortunately.
She has the healing from the fountain. The cleanse is gonna come in and.
Oh, looks like Champion instead here. Spear maybe. Oh,
wow.
Will Jinx be able to carry this one? Maybe.
I highly doubt it before they end the game, but it
Bears
would be
get the
funny.
kill! What? No way! This Jinx does no damage. Didn't get a single crit. She could have saved the game. She didn't get a single crit.
So unlucky. And as we look in that last fight here we're going to see this engage on the Varus. The Syndra stun comes out as well as the Sejuani ult.
What?
But he lives on a sliver of HP, and the ult comes out. The Garen is not able to do enough damage, and the Triumph healing is enough to keep him on his feet. What a game.
You know, I think we missed the most important part of that fight, which was that rel engage on the Orianna ball. It pulled everybody in and just like knocked everybody up. And the game was just like paused there for a still frame where that Varus was alive on a sliver of HP for like what, like 5 seconds, and then like the game was just over. I don't even know. They had they had the Aatrox in the mid lane, and you know, they had to make that play or else the game was just kind of over. So respect from CU. They did their best to kind of make the best of a bad draft. But yeah, we're gonna have to cut to an ad break, I believe.
Yep, we're gonna cut to a 10-minute break, and we will see you guys then. See you later.
Whether you're a new publisher or app developer, or if you've been around the block for a little while and you have your own ad ops team, Playwire is developing the solutions and products that are perfect for you.
RAMP stands for Revenue Amplification Management Platform. But really what it does, it helps you make more money per user, and it helps you simplify your business so you can just focus on what matters, which is making great content. So if you think about today's ecosystem, there's so many different pieces to run an ad tech platform.
RAMP brings the entire ad ecosystem under one umbrella. Everything from centralized ad unit creation to piping in those demand sources. We layer on a DMP, and we take care of your data privacy and consent management for you as well. We tie all of that together with robust analytics.
Playwire really offers our publishers two different models at this point. We've got the full service model where we come in and we cover everything. And there's now our new self-service model where you can come in and you can say, I just want Playwire to take care of some of these things for me. Another thing that we've had a lot of partners do with us in the past is say, hey, maybe I have a few of my own direct campaigns that I want to run. Or I've even got an ad ops team. I don't know whether Playwire is right for me because those people are doing a good job. We don't want to displace them in favor of Playwire. That's fine. We're happy to bring all the technology that we've put out there, but use it with your own team and with your own ad stack. What does that mean for you as a publisher? It means that you get to leverage all of the revenue maximization technology that we've got in place and still have all of the capabilities and all of the demand partners that you're used to working with. You can have your cake and you can eat it too.
We actually do things at such scale, right? We're serving 70 billion ads a month at this point. That's a huge benefit that we're passing on to the publisher.
Revenue intelligence marries human intelligence with machine intelligence. At its core, revenue intelligence is about taking all the demand that you're already getting and getting more out of it. We want to make it so that you're getting 10% more from your ad inventory without even worrying about who the advertisers are. It's based on us going in and understanding what are the places where we can put additional price pressure on. There's all sorts of situations like this where you can eke out little benefits and add them all up. You're quickly at a point where you are getting that 10, 15, 20% uplift on your revenue without having made any changes in who's actually doing the advertising.
Our DMP is built from the ground up to work in a cookieless environment and not use cookies to basically store, user behavior or anything like that. And it's built right into the RAMP platform.
We can tell advertisers information about user interests, but also user behavior, do it on a massive scale, do it in that real-time way that we also do with our revenue intelligence capabilities, and also do it in a way where we can leverage the size of our network. We're trying to do everything that we can to show you every step of the process of getting an ad onto the page. That means that we've got much richer charts and graphs, a lot more ability to look at a piece of information and drill down on it. Answer that question that maybe you didn't even know that you we're asking. We're trying to make you think differently, actually, about your business, about how your business relates to advertising, and reveal all of that through the platform. So analytics are one big piece of it.
It's a constant evolution. We're constantly updating our technology. We're constantly creating the future.
It's a real challenge for publishers these days to navigate advertising technology. It seems like every 6 months there's some new challenge. And at Playwire, we make sure that we take all of that pain away from our publishers so they can focus on their core business of publishing.
Terp Adventures. Take flight at Stamp. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body. Feed your mind. Feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform, find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. Compete. Play. With wings on our feet. Here your spirit can fly. Here your soul lifts up. Here you remember those who came before. This is STAMP. This is the Center for Campus Life, where Terp Adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
Welcome back, everyone, to the continuation of the League of Legends Terps Esports stream. We are going to get into Game 2 in just a second, and hopefully we'll see the draft phase this time. But Frank, we saw a very convincing first game showing from the Terps Esports squad, but what improvements do you think CU Esports can make in order to get their footing?
Okay, hear me out. We changed from Sejuani to a little more of a stronger jungler. Maybe get him on like a Viego. Put him on something that can actually like hold his own against a hyper aggressive jungler. If we see the hyper aggressive jungler, we don't need a champion that can kind of just sit there and like peel his team. We need a carry jungler that can like hold his own against an Italy and kind of make sure that his jungler is protected based off his own base stats. And I think something like a Viego, something like a Lee Sin would be useful there in getting the team an early advantage. Because you saw that Sejuani was picked there in the early game, but didn't really get much traction, much of a use case, because you have the Garen top that doesn't really help you proc your passive E. It doesn't really help you get CC off. The ganks were it was well warded bot lane. There was a lot of pushes, but there's also a really hard gank there because you have the Enchantress. So what we need here is we need a complete role swap on the side of CU. We need to get we need to get off some Lulu. We need to get off Lulu. We need to get off support junglers, and we need to start playing some carry junglers and some engaged supports. If we see 2 engaged supports, we'll get to see the talent of the players actually like shine. We'll see who can get the lane probably faster. Since they did pick Jinx, they did get the counter pick with the Varus. Varus obviously gets like a free push onto Jinx, and like the Varus is just a better champion altogether. So Varus needs to be banned. We need to. They probably need to pick something like Caitlyn to kind of give themselves some range and ban Varus Ashe. Tier 2, the mid lane matchup really doesn't matter. You can see the Syndro's kind of holding their own against Zero Domain. Can kind of neutralize lane as long as they get a gank off mid lane. That's perfectly fine. So this game, if we do see a role change inside of CU, I hope to see those changes kind of happen. The Garen did completely fine. Maybe it doesn't really fit into the comp that well, but it's still a fine pick to.
I mean, it's Garen, so.
Yeah. So yeah, but we do need Aatrox ban. They're probably gonna ban like Camille or something again and just like, keep him on Aatrox. But we probably want an Aatrox ban. We want to keep people off Aatrox, keep off of Varus, Ashe, and yeah, I mean, if you're CU, you have a lot of ideas going into the second game. We'll to see which ones they employ here to kind of give themselves a better chance here in the next game. I feel like they kind of got out macroed in the sense of UMD Esports had the entire jungle warded. They had the rotations on lockdown. When Cat with the jungle needed help, he just magically had his rel support there to kind of help him out with the Sejuani kill. So usually, when you see like Nilly Sejuani, you kind of just see the Sejuani get out of like the Nilly invade alive, but that Sejuani was just dying off of that rel. The rel, she's kind of getting baited in. She's like, oh, I can kill this Nidalee, but like, no, you can't. It's just the rel's there. You're gonna die. You don't have your Lulu either, so ward your jungle. Yeah, pretty. I guess that's the.
Is that how you win games? Just ward your jungle.
Yeah, place wards.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Make sure to ward your jungle, and you'll be Grandmaster in no time.
Grandmaster, of course. Just ward Raptors level 1 if you're mid lane. Ward the Tribush if you're bot lane. Don't ward the Tribush. What do you ward if you're bot lane? I don't know.
You probably ward the middle. I'll just ward the river.
If you're playing top lane, you don't even have to ward. Just pick Aatrox.
Oh, true. Facts.
Yeah, but like I'd like to see some Jace coming out here on the side of UMD's Esports. Like, what do you think? What do you think about some of the picks? What do you want to see, Gumi?
What do I want to see? Well, I love mages. I only play mages, so I love playing mid lane. I love playing ADC or APC support. So I'm just excited to see those mid lane matchups again. Obviously, Orianna, Syndra, very, very standard, but I was thinking maybe we could get some Ahri up in here because I love me some Ahri. And Ahri does sort of go well into Orianna, although the matchup is not like the best thing ever for her. And I'm just happy to be here.
Gotcha. Have you heard of the $500 Ahri skin?
I have, actually. You
don't have it, do you? Or do you have it?
No, I don't have it.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
Gotcha.
Oh
but
my
your
gosh.
favorite champion, is your favorite champion Ahri in the mid lane?
My favorite champion, yeah, in the mid lane it will be Ahri.
Yeah.
I also play, well, this isn't really a mage, but I also play Akali, and I play Orianna. But I'm a support main at heart, so love seeing me some supports.
And when you do play support, what do you like to pick?
Well,
I feel like Seraphim's really strong in this patch.
Let's just say I like to sit back and do nothing. So I like to play Janna, I like to play Lulu. However, I do like mixing it up sometimes. I'm playing some Thresh, and I like playing Pyke. And what you said about engage supports, with engage supports being super good, if I ever do decide to play the game again, I'll probably just start picking Thresh.
Gotcha. Yeah, Thresh is really a strong one this patch. I've seen like players who play on Thresh, they like can actually like heat seek their Qs onto you. Like it's actually insane. They know exactly the way we're gonna walk and they just Q it.
I have that High Noon skin, which has the bigger hitbox on the Q, so
the bigger
big brain right
hitbox.
there.
Does the hook look bigger? I feel like
it actually
is it actually bigger hitbox.
It actually does. It looks pretty big. I'm being honest with you. It's
Gotcha,
a pretty big hitbox.
Well, you know, when I play support, I pick mainly Kiana support. So
oh,
you know, but not troll. Only in like, you know, queues where I'm dual queuing. You know.
Okay.
Dual Q, Kiana, you know, Kiana Jace, Kiana Lee Sin, you know, something fun like that. Because you have the ability to go invisible. Like, why would you not want to just like terrorize an AD carry with that?
I don't think that's the point of a support, but
like you're supporting,
if it's in draft pick, then who cares?
It's very interactive for the enemy AD carry. Like they can't really touch the wave because you're kind of standing there with like the possibility to go invisible, and they can't really walk up because if they do, they'll just die. Which is like the best part about Kiana. You don't really even need gold to kill people. Yeah, I was like 3 levels down and still like solo killed the enemy AD carry who was like level 11. But that's besides the point. I mean,
I love ADC.
AD carry is a really great role, but you want to protect your AD carry. I think that's the main point about AD carry. They're the strongest member of the team at most parts of the game, but they're also the most important and they're also like the most fragile. Which is why, like, when you get enchanter supports, it used to be really good because you can kind of like make sure your AD carry survives and therefore get your damage off. But that relies on the AD carry being good enough to make sure that they don't get caught out. And that's one of the main things in these patches. When you see that Syndra EQ on the Varus, like, what's he supposed to do there? Like, he was supposed to die there, but like the Rel got a really great engage off. But if you're like Lulu on the side of that Varus, like you're not Varus is not gonna live through that. But thanks to the Rel, you kind of have that engaged and kind of you give your Varus some time to like survive, and he like still back up really quickly there.
That does still kind of go based off of the skill of the support to see that opportunity to see, oh crud, my ADC is getting attacked. Let me jump on their damage dealers to stop the damage coming in.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're Lulu here, you do have like options. You do have your ulti, you can make KOs. But I think it's a lot harder to kind of make sure your AD carry survives. I'm not sure though.
That's actually an interesting perspective. I always thought that it was more, you know, enchantresses and you have engaged supports. I always thought it was more like the enchantresses that were the protective ones, not really the engaged supports. But I guess it really does depend on your playstyle.
I guess you're right. I feel like a lot of like AD carries nowadays, they get a little bit like upset when you see like enchanter supports. They're like, you should be using your HP bar to make sure that mine doesn't go down. But like then again, it really depends on how the support plays in my opinion.
Yeah, like I said, I don't like to do anything, so I'm just gonna sit back and you can do the work. I'll spam my W, whatever. I'll spam my Q. You can do the work. I just want to sit back and get carried.
If the AD carry loses, it's like a skill issue thing, of course.
Facts.
I feel like they should just be able to like dodge like the danger, you know.
Dodge danger.
Dodge danger. If you like, I feel like AD carry should have like a sixth sense for like danger. You know, like, oh, I could die here.
I think it's called anxiety.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure game's about to start here. Do we have the champions or like loading phase getting started?
I do not know, but maybe we encountered some technical difficulties, but that's okay. We can actually. I want to talk about something really quickly. You mentioned that Varus is just a very, very good champ, and whenever you play against Varus, it's obvious that champ is pretty dang broken. What is the best matchup for a Varus?
So like, okay, so this is what I've heard from people. So
don't take it from me.
Yeah, don't take it from me. But I've heard that into matchups like Caitlyn, which like you can abuse your range and kind of get a free lane, Varus has the ability to like one-shot you. Essentially from like almost the same range. He does more damage than most AD carries in the patch right now. He has like a lot more lifesteal, a lot more attacks, but you can see him just one-shotting people. You saw the R on the Syndra. She got R'd and then Varus' WQ put him down to half HP, and he was basically across the map. So I mean, you can see how like if someone gets CC'd, a Varus R coming through, getting hit, your team will just get quick dropped. And I think that's one of the main strengths of Varus. You also have a very strong like auto attack speed, auto like healing. You do a lot of damage basically. You can see him just like kiting and like attacking like one type. I don't know. It's really broken. I don't really know why. I don't play Varus, but when you see it, you just know like, oh, they have a Varus. We're probably gonna lose.
That is true.
We are getting into draft phase, but we do see the completed drafts. We can see the Garen coming back. Oh wait, is this the same
No,
draft?
that's last game's draft.
Ooh, this is last game's draft. But you can see the bans though. They banned Jace. They banned the Jace out because they did not want to see the Jace come out. But I feel like you almost want to see Jace if you're playing on CU, because that kind of gives you a laning phase where like you're gonna get bullied, Actually,
I was gonna say I don't think Jace gets bullied very often. He might get pushed in, but he's kind of a lane bully himself.
Yeah, I mean, like you're gonna get bullied by the Jace if you're playing.
Oh, okay.
But like, I mean, can you really do much outside of lane? I think so, actually. So honestly, maybe banning Jace was probably the right choice. Honestly.
I mean, maybe if you're playing that sort of pokey kind of thing, but that's gonna be hard to play, especially if. I mean, I don't know how it is for League of Legends, but in Overwatch we have our own sort of rock, paper, scissors, and it's poke comps, brawl comps, and dive comps. And so if you're playing a poke comp, you don't want to play against a dive comp because the dive comp can just jump on you and kill you before you're able to poke. That same sort of thing applies in League of Legends. If you're playing a Jace and maybe something long range like a Caitlyn, you're mostly going to be relying on that poke. You don't want to get jumped on by a Rel and a Nidalee and an Aatrox and an Orianna ultimate.
Yeah. And then like champs like Lucian kind of come in with like a dash where you're able to kind of play in that mid range. So like when you see the Rel, you kind of want something like a Lucian Sun, Lucian Nami to kind of counteract that, because Rel her W is pretty slow when it comes out, so you can react to that. I think players on this level skill should be able to like react to a Rel W. Fingers crossed. But you know,
Ping difference.
I feel like the bot lane match was really important for these games because you saw the push. The lane was kind of just over after that first initial wave crash. They stacked like 3 waves and then crashed into turret, recalled, and then had an amazing advantage after that, because at that point you're kind of just playing catch up on the enemy bot lane there, and you can't really rotate because your wave's always pushed in, and this Nidalee has complete control over your jungle because she has like 3 guys waiting to kill you if you walk in. But this Sejuani pick was definitely not it, because you can't duel the Nidalee. It's just not possible. You need to, like, if you're playing in that position, you need to pick like a champion that's strong enough to kind of just kill that Nidalee and get out. Kha'Zix, Viego's a good one. Xin Zhao.
So aggressive junglers, basically.
Yeah, like you're a stat ball, basically. You can kind of hold out. Yeah, exactly.
Stat check. Is what it's called,
and then you need your mid laner to be ahead to kind of give you prio, and that's the only way you can really win the lane. But it's not guaranteed, because it's still gonna be like a 4v2. But if bot lane gets drafted well this game, we will have a more even game.
There's just so many things that go into a team fight, so many things that go into bot lane. It is a team game, obviously, right? So, team effort. I mean, like you were talking about that Sejuani, maybe if she had cleared a little bit faster or was playing, maybe a little bit more of an aggressive champion, she could have pushed in that bot lane more.
Yeah, of course. I feel like I honestly, I'm not sure what the Lulu could have done there to kind of get a ball lane push going, but like
just sit back and relax.
Yeah, I mean the team play on the side of CU was there. It just wasn't wasn't expressed enough because they kind of had a lane where they couldn't really win or couldn't really walk up, because the Rel threat is present. It's always there. She can just Q you and then W, and you're kind of just dead. There's not much you can do. But like we'll see this next game's drafting. I believe it'll come in the next 3 minutes. Next game drafting will be very important in winning this game.
I agree.
Maybe not. You can see Cat with a gun. Kai likes to play with this top laner a lot more, which we've seen from like past seasons of NECC. He's kind of played with the mid laner, zero domain a little bit more in past seasons, but now he's kind of like top lane focused in some ways, which is kind of interesting to me. I feel like the bot lane synergy on the Nidalee was kind of maybe a little bit more powerful. Especially since the Garen kind of just like walks you down, and like the threat of like getting like double killed is like pretty high.
I guess it sort of depends on your win condition. I guess, like you said, Aatrox is just this like big mountain of
stats. Yeah.
Stats. Yeah. Let's go with that. And then bot lane is just sort of like the weak baby ADC that needs to like literally be babied before.
He could die at any point in the game. So.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, maybe them playing top lane was just sort of, because I mean, like you saw, or like we all saw it. The bot lane was already ahead by the first 3 waves, and top lane was down 0-2 if I remember correctly. So I guess Cap with the Gun figured that he was strong enough to just sort of, build up top lane like the ADC baby thing.
Got you. And here we are getting into the drafting phase. You see a Hui ban on the side of CU. I mean, how do you feel? Do you know what the Hui champion is? Maybe Hui.
Yeah, Hui. I mean, all I know about that champion is that he has long range, and he does a lot of damage. And he can also be played in both the mid lane and the ADC slot. So, good banning him out just because, like, he's annoying. I don't like him.
Gotcha. The Skarner ban for UMD. I believe then CU banned Camille.
Camille.
That's a very strong champion in the top lane. You don't want to see Camille if you're playing Garen, which kind of alludes to the fact that they might be wanting to play like a tank top laner.
Yeah.
Into
We
this
still
comp.
have not seen that Aatrox ban.
We have not.
And we
you see
still
they
don't
banned
see
Yone.
one.
You see, they banned Yone. They don't want to see the Yone come out from any of the members of the team. Maybe they have like more serious concerns here if you're playing on CU. Maybe you have like a champion you don't want to play against, which is probably the Yone.
I agree with that.
not sure
Yone
completely
is
why.
super strong.
Gotcha. But the Jarvan ban, kind of interesting on the side of UMD. I feel like they're banning their comfort picks almost, because Skarner LeBlanc kind of seems like one-trick champs where like you're like, okay, I picked these champs because I one-tricked them.
Even Jarvan you don't really see all that often anymore, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's more like, like Skarner, like these aggressive junglers, like Nidalee maybe every once in a blue moon.
Yeah, I mean, if you got the Jarvan, you kind of have the ability to escape if you do get invaded. Maybe that's why they banned it. You can see the Jhin Ashe dichotomy here. Those are two pretty even champs here. So the fact that Jhin was picked on the side of CU,
I think you see. Let's go with that. I
Yeah.
think blue is UC and red is UMD, but we're gonna figure that out in game.
Gotcha. But you can see the response to Jhin was picking the Ashe, kind of both equally ranged champions, but the Ashe can kind of win out in some of these skirmishes just because she has higher DPS. It really depends on the supports he picked here. Can they get a push in faster? Ashe will definitely push faster than a Jhin. Just based off like base damage, I believe. But we'll have to see the supports. Who has more pressure in lane? A lot of other factors are gonna come in consideration as we see this next pick from red team or UMD.
UMD question mark?
UMD. Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Maybe
'cause they're blue
UMD.
side last time.
Maybe
Braum.
Braum.
Ashe.
Oh.
Braum combination.
Bit of a chilly bot lane we got going on here.
The Freljord,
Yeah.
Freljord duo that is just commonly picked in. Is that even commonly picked anymore?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't know if Braum is all that popular of a champ anymore. I mean, I never really saw him when I play, but I also play in like gold, so
I mean,
I don't
yeah.
think that's comparable to this.
Yeah, of course. Braum is a pretty strong champ when paired with Ashe. You kind of get the double slows. Braum can kind of block a lot of damage that comes out from Jhin. You can see the
Alistar. What do you think of
very
that?
feisty bot lane. You can see that the adaptations coming from both teams. They kind of have the Ashe Braum to kind of help to get a shove, but they pick the Alistar to kind of go aggressive here. You get the WQ combo. The Jhin can follow up with his W if he places it correctly. Getting like a full combo on Ashe can result in you winning that lane priority and getting the shove in. It kind of accelerate your lane into like the hard push cycle.
Yeah.
But
Without
it does
Brahmi,
depend.
it just can kind of block most of the damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to get in front of it, but then you're still losing HP. It really depends on how these players play. In this high level of play, one mistake could lead to the entire lane losing. Gotcha.
And we have word. UMD is officially red side, and so UC will take our blue side. And speaking of the blue side, we are going to see that Rek'Sai pick, which I think, like you said, is one of those more aggressive junglers who can hold their own in a 1v1. So...
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, and then we see the Viego coming out from Cal with the gun, picking like arguably a stronger jungler to get priority on the Rek'Sai here, because you have the kind of this exchange where you're picking Rek'Sai, you're picking Viego. Viego's gonna want to invade you, or just play just straight. Like he has more options than you when you're playing Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai's more of a champ where you're like, if you're losing a fight, you can get out. If you're winning a fight, you can go in, which is like exactly what CU needs if they're gonna get shoved in again, which looks like they are in their bot lane. So Rek'Sai is a perfect pick for that. Viego, as well as a response to the blue side, is a slightly questionable pick. If you can get it started with the Braum, you have that synergy there where you're getting the auto resets and proccing that Braum stun almost instantly if you're playing Viego and you're playing Braum
yes.
as well.
Does the Q count as an auto attack?
No, but like when you auto attack after that, it counts as 2 auto attacks.
Oh.
So you can like auto Q auto, and that's 3 auto attacks.
I'm still not... Let's talk about those bans. So,
Ooh,
Wukong,
yeah.
Fizz, Kennen, and Jace. I still don't see an Aatrox ban.
Yeah, I think Aatrox is probably pick ban here, so we might be seeing Aatrox from red side, since they have the next pick here. But we still do not know what they're gonna pick in the top lane. So they might pick an Aatrox counter. They might be just waiting to get the final draft on the top lane. See if they want to pick Garen again. We may not see Aatrox yet. We might see something that like they want to pick, but I believe mid lane pick might come next year. Aurora.
Ooh. Okay, so I actually have not seen a lot of Aurora gameplay, so I'm excited for this because she looks broken.
Aurora is definitely an interesting champion. There's not many champs that can really hold their own to her ass, but that does come into the fact that that does kind of like come with the I guess come with the warning of Rek'Sai. You have that Rek'Sai in the lane that can kind of almost, I believe, see Aurora, she can go invisible. She can go invisible. But I'm pretty sure Rek'Sai
Oh,
can see like
footsteps.
invisible units. Yeah, the footsteps.
Yes.
So you can see Azir on the other side of the team. Making sure that you have enough range to farm safely is very important when you are
going against that Aurora. Yep.
Yeah, when you are going against that Aurora. But you know, ensuring that the lane is stable will be the job of Rek'Sai. And Viego is kind of gonna we're gonna see some fighting there.
Yeah.
Viego, Rek'Sai, Aurora, Lazir, we're gonna see some fighting. We're gonna see Azir go in, try to shuffle Aurora back into the Rek'Sai. We're gonna see Rek'Sai engage.
Ooh, and the blind pick Ornn for top lane. You mentioned they might be picking some Aatrox counters. Does that count as one?
Ornn is definitely a champ where you're like, I can just do whatever I want. It's kind of just like a nullified lane. You can see the Sylas coming out.
Sylas.
So is Aurora top? It comes with the question, because they may have drafted Aurora to kind of just go top or mid, and then they have the Sylas here to kind of counter the Azir.
Wow, that's so interesting. Is Sylas a good counter matchup into Azir?
I believe it is. I believe Sylas is pretty good because you can kind of just kind of forego the Azir soldiers if you play it properly. If you get around them and Azir has no ultimate, you can just go for that. You can just go for that play, and Azir can't really do much early game against you. So if you get caught out on Azir, there's many moments in time where Azir is very vulnerable, because if you don't have your E up, you don't have your Q, you can't really damage Sylas, but he can damage you if he gets on you. So you can't get hit, but it doesn't really matter if you hit him.
That's true. And I think this Ornn pick is actually super interesting because, I mean, as the game goes on, Ornn and his teammates are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger because of the boost that his passive gives to certain items. And I think that's really interesting because, I mean, looking at these two team comps, I do believe that UMD on the red side scales better. They have Sylas, Aurora, I mean, Viego is just a monster late game, and then Ashe, of course. And now, don't get me wrong, Jhin scales incredibly well, and so does Azir, but Ornn just makes it so much better.
Yes, it's definitely a very interesting comp. Definitely much better, much more balanced than last game. This game will mainly go down to the mechanics of like the Viego. Say like Viego's interactions with this game. How can he get resets here? It's gonna be very difficult because you have the Alistar, you have the Rek'Sai, and you have the Ornn and the Azir to get past. Like there's not many targets that you can really kill in this game unless you get that lead early game. Once you get that one-shot damage from Viego, you're not gonna be seeing much killing on the side of UMD. Let's see how the game's played, because you know if the lead's gone early, then the game will kind of just snowball out of control. If it's not, the game might be a little bit harder for the Terps to win.
Yeah. So how do you think the Terps want to play this? Do you think they're gonna prioritize bot side, prioritize the mid lane, or the top lane, or just sort of play for themselves on Viego?
You know, I had an idea in my mind of like what kind of cat with a gun was gonna go for here, and kind of leading his team into like kind of looking for opportunities for his team to get ahead. They kind of went out. I feel like I wasn't able to predict what he's gonna do next, and that's almost kind of exciting to see, because he kind of went top more and looked for ganks there. He looked for a couple of mid plays, but like they're kind of weird plays where like you're not really ganking, but you're kind of just diving under the enemy turret and like invading. So I feel like he may do something that like exceeds our expectations here. Maybe going bot lane, maybe trying a couple of plays that work. I feel like what works most on Viego is kind of hitting up mid lane. Looking for plays. You have the Azir against Aurora matchup. Aurora's gonna want to get that push in and then just abuse the heck out of Azir. Make sure he can't farm, and then like also get out when she gets ganked. So if this vehicle is able to get on this Aurora with a flash W, I mean she's just gonna die. Especially if it's Sylas. If it's Sylas in the I believe. Wait, it was Sylas Aurora on the side of UMD.
Sylas, Aurora, and Viego on the side of UMD.
Oh,
yes.
okay, yes. So we have a Azir on the enemy team, but yeah, that's a free gank every time. I mean, you get the Braum, you get the Viego. You can't really do much if you're Azir. You can EQ away, but then after that, you have no movement speed. I mean, it's just not. You don't have enough options to get out. But it really depends on how it's played. They can really abuse Azir here. If he isn't supported, and I'm pretty sure. Don't get me wrong. I think that Azir. I think that Viego Sylas is probably a little bit stronger than Aurora, Rek'Sai in terms of skirmishing. So if Rek'Sai does come, it's probably going to result in just like a couple more kills falling into Viego's pocket. Especially if they get a reset, the game is just kind of over at that point.
I'm so interested. Sorry to cut you off, but I'm so interested to see this Rek'Sai pick work out. I know Rek'Sai is one of the more mechanical jungles, sort of. It takes a lot of skill to sort of get used to being underground, I guess, in a sense. And I'm also curious because, like you said earlier, they needed a more aggressive jungler. I don't know how strong Viego is versus Rek'Sai, and I think there might be it might be a skill matchup, basically, depending on who gets the jump on whoever. So I think it's gonna be really interesting and really important to keep an eye on these junglers as we go into this next game. I mean, junglers are just so impactful as they are, and like being set behind in the jungle is just so detrimental to your team's progress.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. If the jungle gets behind, the game is kind of just like falling behind at the seams because you lose control of your jungle, you lose control of like the lane vision and everything that's gonna happen in the game. So you just make sure that not only your jungle is safe, but like your jungler keeps you safe. So it's kind of a give take here. If you lose lane prio, if something's going wrong in lane, then that'll kind of be reflected in the jungle as well. So the jungle matchup, you'll have a lot more options.
That's why you always leash your jungler. You got to be nice to your jungler so that that kindness gets repaid and they actually gank you.
You know, like in these like last few patches, I believe like leashing has kind of been like vetted out. You know, like people actually don't like leash their junglers anymore. Surprisingly, it's more like they've given like the jungler power to like kind of full clear their own camps. Well, it's like whatever. But I honestly appreciate a leash when I do get one, and you know it's great. But like you probably won't see much leeches like coming into these next games. But
I take it back. I guess since these people like know each other in real life and stuff, like I guess that.
Yeah, hopefully I hope they leash Cat with the gun. And you saw how he played last game. I mean.
No, yeah, he deserves the leash for sure.
Yeah, of course. But you know, a couple of star players was that Orianna. You could see the combos kind of going for the rel combos with the Orianna. Very synergistic here. As the game starts,
ooh,
we'll
here we
how
go.
these players position. Gumi, what do you expect to happen? Is there gonna be a fight here? Aurora is top.
I don't think there's going to be an invade or anything, but something I do think is going to happen is I think that Aurora is going to be very, very annoying for that Orange. Just constantly poking, constantly proccing her passive, just sort of pressuring him to where he can't get every single CS. Because an Ornn with a gold lead means a team with a gold lead, and that is always an issue. And then I think from jungler perspective, I think that what Cat with a gun is going to want to do on that Viego is I think he is going to want to look towards the top lane. I think if you take out the Ornn...
Hold on. Okay. Did the Q hit him? It didn't hit him. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, but I think what he's going to want to do
the invade's coming out for the Viego.
Hey, I said look toward the top lane later, not now.
You can see at this Rek'Sai, the moment he saw his Viego, he immediately clicked away. That's a mental thing. Okay, that's
scared.
Like aura. That's aura right there.
Jungle Jonathan is scared of
Jungle Jonathan.
Cat with the Gun's aura.
Brazilian Riz and Jungle Jonathan. We're gonna see what they can get done here. See the Viego going leashless. He's probably gonna full clear top side, looking at something bot side. You can see the Rek'Sai starting on the same map, looking to parallel fight. This is Rek'Sai's best opportunity here. Fighting in the bot lane is probably his best opportunity to get a kill here. If you can get something on Ashe, you get a free kill, essentially. You can see the lane pressure already starting from this Ashe. Ashe getting the lane poke.
I'm just same old story. I mean, Alistar is just so useless level 1. Just same old song and dance.
Is he useful level 2?
Level 2 maybe something might come out, but if the push is already too much for them to handle, then
the Q. What is it? Vietnam. Wait.
Vietnam.
Sorry, no.
Viet Mike.
Viet Mike is just getting these Qs off through the main wave. Look at this pressure this Brahmish is exerting on the map. Like you can see how this ball lane is kind of dominating here. They're even freezing the wave, waiting for the next wave to crash before they choose up. It's the same story as last game. We're gonna get 2 waves into a full shove into a recall. And they're gonna be ahead on CS and they're gonna be ahead in the game. You can have the Ashe Hawk shot here. You can see the Silas is looking for it. Okay, Alpha's going in here.
The misclick on the 4th shot. The Ashe is not gonna take as much damage as
disaster for this Alistar. He's got the flash here. But it's honestly not too bad. It's not bad because they did trade. The side of UMT did not get their push off in time, and the wave's gonna come in before they can crash the wave. So right now they can't back right now, but you can see Zero Domain getting that engaged like I talked about before in the earlier game. He gets past those soldiers, he's getting a free trade, and you can see Brazilian Riz is on half HP, Salas is on more than half HP, which is really bad for Silas. If you're a Zero here, you can't walk up.
I mean, yeah, I just want to talk about that bot lane thing again. I was just wondering in my mind, I was like, it's the same. Oh, did he miss?
He missed. It didn't miss, but like I said, it didn't hit.
Just barely. But I was thinking it's the same old song and dance. There had to be some adaptation coming out of this team, and as you guys saw, I mean, that fight there, while it might have blown the Alistar's flash, and okay, but as I say,
looks like we're looking for a dive on that bot lane.
But it's a 3v3.
Is Rek'Sai gonna?
Are we fighting? Yes, no, maybe so.
This is a fight. This is surely a fight. I mean,
oh yeah, this is surely a fight. They know that the Alistar has their flash.
What are they doing? The The W comes out, but they can't do anything.
They haven't quite committed to a fight yet, and I'm
Viet
so
Mike
worried.
is just, it's over. It's over. They're walking
Yeah,
out.
it's over. It's over.
It was a good try inside of Terps, but the right side did kind of was in the right spot. You can see how the right side started off the top side of the map. Make sure they knew where vehicle was starting. So that right side talking on the same side of the map to prevent anything happening on that side of the map. If you're able to mark this Viego and keep him in the back of your mind, know where he is at all times. If you can't get a kill, you can't get ahead. You see this Aura's just dead. I mean, the flash comes out, but like that's really bad. That's really bad if you're Keyshawn Robinson here.
Yeah, perhaps Keyshawn Robinson playing a little bit too aggressive. I mean, they were already on about half HP when they started that fight, and just getting caught out there even once, it sort of makes someone's heart skip a beat.
Yeah, I kind of expected this. Like the orange kind of just like neutralizes this Aurora. You're too tanky to really kill, and if you get guard on, you're just dead. But you can see Zero Domain freezing the wave in mid lane, making sure that this Azir cannot farm safely. If he does, he can get engaged on. Zero Domain is on full mana. Like, what's he gonna do? Keyshawn Robinson back in lane, level 5, looking for a kill here. Can he get it? I do not think so. The auto Q, gonna pocket electrocute. This Orin has to recall, but he does have TP, so it doesn't really matter. Azir's gonna recall now, but
we're looking at
Alice. Oh, Jesus Christ! The Q will he back in? Not yet. It's not yet. So Azir wants his lane shoved in so that he can get a free recall. So this Alistar came in and kind of bail him out. Will Brazilian Riz get this shoved in, or will Vehicle come? Looks like he's gonna do the Raptors. He's gonna opt to the Raptors.
Yeah.
That's completely fine still. I mean, he gets a recall in. Alistar kind of helps Azir shove in, making sure this Azir doesn't fall behind the Sylas matchup is very important. Because after you hit level 6, it's a skill matchup.
That is true.
Who can shovel who first? Who can ult who first? You can see Keyshawn dodging out the Orin W. Very well played. Really continue on this trade.
Wow.
Ooh, you can see Keyshawn not doing enough damage here to really shove this Orin out of lane.
Yeah.
But you can see he did take a quite a bad trade there.
I do believe a neutralizing lane
come in
is
here.
the best way to put it.
Will the E come in?
Oh, he was a dodge.
This Orin's in trouble now.
I feel like I'm watching two people like slap each other with like noodles.
You can see Keyshawn just leaving it alone. The E comes in, but the dodge, the W auto, Q auto. You can steal here. Zero Domain.
Maybe if you flash R, but I don't think Zero Domain wants to do that.
Yeah, you only want to flip in the Zero match because if you do lose the fight, it's pretty over if you fall behind on Sylas. So you do not want to die. That's the last thing you want to do.
The
you can
Rex
see
side
here,
looking for something.
Viet Mike gonna Q this push probably, making sure he checks it before he walks into it. You know, because this is a master class support here. I can already tell Viet Mike just knows what he's doing.
Right, you don't just want to blind check a bush, especially when your jungler's doing the dragging. So
you can see Cat with the gun. There's a fight brewing here in the
bot
lane. Zero has this Zero really flash over the wall and shovel them into the pit.
No, there's no way, and they just decide to give the dragon.
See, you see this Rex fight? It's the aura. It's his aura.
I was just about to say, I think it's the mental games.
He didn't even try. You can see this Rex fight. He had flash. He had everything up. He could have won it for a steal, but he knew Cat with the gun is just gonna smite steal it anyways. Like, why even go for it? But you see Viet Mike, the pressure here that Viet Mike's exerting on this bot lane. Just look at the scores. The CS, he's almost 10 CS down, and the wave is like pretty in a neutral state. So there's not many minions to get here. So this gen's definitely behind.
Yeah.
See the cold start on the Ashe as well. This ball lane's just going terribly for if you're UC. I mean, you're kind of just getting outskilled here. There's not really much you can do.
He might just take every single skill shot that I'm seeing come out from him. Just okay, well he missed that one.
I mean,
Cast
like,
a curse.
And I mean, like this also should just be engaging here. If you're UC,
Level 6 versus level 5.
I mean, like, he's just dead here. Jungle.
Yeah,
Jungle
I mean, he has flash, but it's just. Oh wow! Did you see the Aurora arc?
You can see the flash. Oh wait, did he flash?
He didn't flash, but the only person who used their flash there was Zero Domain. But that's the first blood going over to the University of Maryland, and oh no! Oh,
but
good flash.
Mike, his hands are just too fast. Did you see that flash? That was an instant EQ on the Alistar to get Viet Mike down, but he instant flashes that amazing reaction time.
There's a reaction time, but here comes the fight.
Zero
mid lane.
Domain missed the E actually. He missed the E. He gets chunked for it. But wait, no. Viet Mike has no flash here, but the W's gonna come out. Can Ashe get this kill? The R comes out.
Oh no, unlucky.
He's canceling his auto. He flashes in.
Okay.
He's level 6.
Yeah, he's level 6. He's got a total advantage against the Jhin. Dodges the W, but cannot finish off the kill. And that is a 1-for-1 trade that I think you're going to take if you're on the side of UMD.
Yes, the cleanse is held, but the mirror is also... Orin gets the auto attack off, but it didn't really CC Aurora when she W'd.
Just two beefcakes slapping each other in the face, like you're not seeing anything. But here we go back to that bot lane fight. We can see that Ashe, canceling those autos because of the pink ward that was in the bush, and she eventually does get the kill, but A 1-for-1 trade in the bot lane, and things remain.
Zero domain.
Oh!
W what? Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, but that okay. So it's your W to eat into the Silas, and he got the W off. And he managed to get the kill. I think something else happened too. The Viego was there, so
Yeah, Viego and the Silas teaming up to get that kill on the Alistar, but CU just answering right back with a kill onto that Aurora in the top lane.
This Rek'Sai is invading top lane here. You see the Viego about to beat him here on his Krugs. Will Jungle Jonathan be able to get out of this fight? Because you do have the Ornn on the bot side of the map. Will Caldegon just get out of this kill?
Oh my gosh!
Looks like okay. Looks like he missed the Q.
Oh no!
He missed the Q. Caldegon's just dead here.
Cat with a gun.
The flash Q on Jungle Jonathan. He wants Jungle Jonathan's out for blood right now. He has his friend, but
no,
Caldegon's just dead here.
And I think.
Wait. I believe.
No way.
I believe. Is here no EQ? He's gonna W over this wall. Whoa, what? What? Okay, well, you know, Caldegon wasting time on the enemy side of the map.
I guess you'll take a flash, you know. Oh, but
Sean Robinson just kills Jungle Jonathan. See, look,
whoa, what happened there?
what I love about Team UMD is that they make sure to get their marks back. Like they ran down Cal with the gun here, 2v1. They make sure that they get a kill back on the enemy jungler at all costs, which I really love about UMD. So your Brazilian Riz could shuffle Zero the main back into the turret, but he opts out of doing so. No cooldowns actually, no cooldowns. But you can see like Brazilian Riz just in danger at all times against the Silas. Like what can he do? If anything happens wrong, if anything goes wrong here for Brazilian Riz, he's just dead here. After that first blood, you can see the damage. Like Zero the main missed near everything on that combo, but you know he's still winning in health.
Yeah, that's just Silas in a nutshell. I mean that character does a lot of damage, and as we look at the items here, you can just see where he is compared to the Azir. 2 kills, 1 kill ahead at this moment, but
Dash arrow just barely misses onto Brazilian Riz. That would have just been his life right there.
Yeah, the Ashley are cutting me off.
Jungle Jonathan looking for a kill here, but he just like knows that the game is just not gonna go. The South's not gonna walk up now. He knows his mark is there. W coming in on the horn, not gonna do anything. That's what we're getting. So Aurora gets movement speed after all 3 auto attacks. And healing.
Right.
Brazilian Riz, just like, I don't know.
The Silas is just posturing. You can just tell he wants to fight. He's itching for a fight, and same thing with this Ornn, but I mean, it's like watching 2 people like...
There's no way K-Sean's
but the turret shot might change things.
I mean, there's no way K-Sean can lose this fight. Oh, SLC just does not kill him. He's dead.
No, I don't think so. Wow. Gets out with just a sliver of HP, and it's gotta hurt.
K-Sean miscalculated.
This is a bit of a bait.
This is the greatest thing that CU could have done so far.
Wow.
Killing the Aurora here gives their team so much of an advantage, but this shit is just dead. I mean, there's no way they're not gonna dive this Jhin. He's just dead. Unfortunately, he's going to go to heaven. There you go. The bot side of the map is taken. We know that Diego is on the bot side of the map, so they're gonna split the map here. Diego's gonna clear his bot side.
Oh, but the TP comes in, and Zero Domain is thirsty for blood, and it hits the E.
Connects. Zero Domain's on a rampage right now. That's Alistar's on a run here. The ultimate might be popped here. Does Alistar have the W?
I don't believe so, but
he won't dive.
But you know what? Like and there it is again, exemplified. Like you said, UMD always getting those trades, always finding their marks. But we see CU Esports on these void grubs.
He wants to go in here. Oh wait, no, but K-Sean's here on the one shot for the Alistar. You know, and this Braum comes in just in time. Being like, yeah, I was here. I didn't get support.
I did something.
He's putting in the time here. He's making sure he gets vision here on this part of the map. They know that blue buff's open. Viego's clearing the entire bot side of Rek'Sai. So if they're able to invade Rek'Sai here, his game's over. Essentially, but they're gonna calm down here. They're gonna play it slow. K-Sean's getting to plates. They have a good mark here bot lane. They're gonna dive bot again, and there's nothing that can happen here. Or no, they're pinging for it. They know that Caldegon's there.
Yeah, but they know the Jhin is just gonna back off the turret, and that is smart.
Zero domain.
The cancel. What? That is massive, but it might not amount to much.
What?
He just reached over the wall just to punch him to death.
What? Zero domain with
that was crazy.
Art cancel with his E. Have you ever seen that before, Gumi?
I mean, I don't think I've seen a man literally reach through a bunch of soldiers and just punch someone in the face, but they are made of sand, so you know what?
The clip, but like he E'd it to cancel the Azir wall, getting knocking him up.
That is so crazy. But here we have a fight. in the bot lane. 2v2, but it's going to turn into a 2v3 as the Orange TP's down, and UMD just deciding not to back up. They're going to get absolutely comboed, and that is 3 knockups in 2 seconds.
They're in a bouncy house, and they're giving this Jin the double kill here. Getting this Jin back online is very important for UMD. So committing this Orange VP was the best thing CU could have done here to me. But what was that silent play, man?
That was such a misplay from the 2 players in the bot lane. Perhaps they were cocky, maybe they thought they could get away with it, but they just got CC'd to death, and then at that point it wasn't even worth using the flash on the Ashe to get out. And CU comes up with 2 free kills in Zero Domain.
Wait, no, he has the R. He's dealing it out.
No,
he's going for that double kill actually. Never mind.
Oh my gosh, this damage.
Going a little wide here, but will Zero Domain kill both of them? Yes, he will.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, like, what can they really do against it? But did you see what happened with this man? Did you see his silence play?
He just does not care, and here comes the Viego. Gonna be able to drop the Turo aggro.
EQing out is okay here, but like the he's dead. Oh, he's dead. Out of the gun.
Oh, super close on the side of Maryland.
Very proud. I'm very proud of Jungle Jonathan for like, you know, overcoming his fear.
Oh my
god. Oh well, Scooper.
What is going on? Why are we throwing?
I mean, Scooper's just killing Kevin Robinson here. I mean, there's not much you can do if you're Kevin Robinson.
That orange damage was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
But what is the Silas? Okay, one thing about that Azir ultimate play, I'm sorry to talk about it again, but
no, go
he
for
was 1 inch away from him at the time of the ultimate. You just timed that to the millisecond. And what just happened?
Wait.
Brazilian Riz is just
he can
like,
kill?
capped. The art on the Ashe.
He has the board proc.
They know he's there. This Ashe is fine. This Ashe is absolutely fine right now. The bouncy house is coming up again. Will the Azir have the shuffle? He does.
Oh no.
The shuffle up. Jin R is coming out too.
Oh, not able to body block.
Rampage.
But the Silas is there with the Alistar R. He's gonna.
I mean, like the fight's over. I mean, the fight has to be over here. But the Silas is looking for a fight, so he's dead.
Oh, don't say it's over when Zero Domain is here. He's gonna pop that Alistar R. But you know what? I think he might have done more harm than good as.
They're on disengage here. Silas needs to go back in. Okay, Zero Domain keeps his life. That's the most important part. Zero Domain keeps his life here, but does a very not well. There.
I'm watching throw after throw after throw happen.
Ashe looking for the Azir kill because she committed the flash. She wanted to get the kill, but sometimes it's just not in your favor here. The Oran's trying to get the wave killed here, you know, making sure that Aurora can't get any farm here. I mean, this game is still very much in favor of UMD, but you can see throw after throw here, kind of making the game a little bit harder for them. This Jin picked up 3 kills in the last 3 minutes. You can see Aurora kind of showing the ball lane. She can get killed. But no, I mean, if UMD just played standard here, it would have been it would have been a faster win. But you know, at least they do a little trolling sometimes. You know?
I feel like. Oh, speaking of trolling.
There's Ashe in the bouncy house again.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
Pump the brakes. But I feel like perhaps it's something mental. Like I think UMD is getting a little bit cocky. We know these players have a tendency to, you know, sort of get an ego.
Yeah.
And I think most players have that problem. But I mean, you just can't take some of these outnumbered fights, man. Like a 2v4, like maybe you can consider it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Zero Domain, sure, yeah, go for the 2v1 play. But I mean, some of these bot lane plays with this Orange TP coming in, I don't think these are winnable fights. Alistar knocks you up. There's no counterplay to an Alistar EQ unless Alistar misplays. And you see, just like this Orange is just like he's unkillable. He can't die. And you can see why they picked this.
What in the shuffle was that?
If Zero Domain was there, he would have canceled the E again, wouldn't he? But like, what was that cancel? Anyways, I'm over it now. But
just
the Aurora. Okay, I mean like Azir is supposed to die on repeat here. Like, there's no way Azir can survive these fights.
Right.
You can see Alistar looking to die with Aurora. This is not gonna go well for NECC here. They're putting 3 people on. The Alistar's getting low. The Orange going with the tower resets. Will this Orange die?
The TP comes in and Zero Domain
eased the wrong way, but really be able to chase this down. Like Brahm's on the way too. The Orange all comes out. Really hit 2 here.
What a hero play from the Alistar.
He cancels the R. What a hero. I think he could have just W or something, but maybe he didn't have it up. Getting this vehicle out of here.
That looks so
Ooh, he's about to 1 HP.
That looks so goofy.
That's genius play from Kanagain. Another freaking genius play from Kanagain. Let's see. The goal score is kind of They're 5k ahead. 3 dragons up on the side of UMD Esports.
Oh my god, 3 dragons up.
I don't know when that happened. Void Grubs, they're up 2.
Wow.
It's not too bad. And the Braum blocks the Rek'Sai W. The TP is being committed on this bot lane.
We're still a 3v3 here with
I don't know if you want to
it.
be committing resources to this top lane tower if you're UMD. They should back off here.
Agreed, but now all 3 towers, all 3 outer turrets for the side of CU Esports have gone down, and I mean, look at the map. The only tower that's gone down on the Terps side is the bot lane outer tower, and so this just gives the Terps so much more space to work with, so much more availability to go into the enemy jungle and just punish Jungle Jonathan for being in his own jungle, which is quite honestly crazy.
That is wicked. I feel like that's one thing. They're making Jonathan feel unsafe in his own jungle. But yeah, you can see the Silas. Cosmic, he's 3 IMs essentially with his 10 Magi stacks. That is insane scores line for Silas here. 165 CS. I mean, if you're AP here, you're okay.
Oh,
Jonathan, yet again being harassed by this Braum. You can see they're killing him behind like the turrets. They're the main just like.
Oh, he did it again!
He canceled!
Oh my god. This guy's crazy, man.
When did Zerda start playing Silas like this? I feel like last season, his gameplay was not this insane, but like, what is he on now?
This is crazy because I think if the Terps can get a good enough push or a good enough engage, they can maybe end the game here. And here comes the Aurora. R takes out 2, trapping them inside of the R. And the only person alive for CU Esports is this Ornn, but he will get burned down, and that's an ace for Terps Esports.
Capricorn's just dead here. Oh wait, no, that's thanks for him. Whoa,
yeah, wait for the wave, guys. Wait for the wave.
What a game! The Aurora are blowing up everywhere in that team fight. She gets a double kill on this, and Ornn just left to like blend for himself. He's just dead here. I mean, UMD's gonna get this turret, but what else will they get from this? They're just coming in. They'll just leave out their top mid in him. I mean, mid turret. That's an important turret, but we're gonna play towards Baron on this side of the map, getting boosted and setting up for a reset.
Yeah, very smart from UMD. Just sometimes these players, they get a little bit overzealous, and so they take fights that are maybe not the most advantageous, but they smartly make the decision to back off this time around and maybe look towards getting that Baron buff to end this game.
Yeah, and I'm loving the Titanic Hydra from this Viego. You can see when he auto attacks on the Q, it like creates like 2 shockwaves, which I love. I just like seeing it. But no, I feel like this game is kind of slipping out of the hands of CU. I mean, they had a good kind of comeback where they were playing well, but Jungle Jonathan just still can't play the video game.
Yeah, I mean,
he's still being assaulted from his video game, making sure. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're canceling Jungle Jonathan. I feel like he must have done something.
I mean, he's quite literally 2-3 levels down from the mid laner and the enemy jungler. Like, that is just an insane deficit, and it's so hard to work.
Jungle Jonathan's still being harassed. He just has to. They commit the R on, but it's too late.
Slow on the draw.
Like, honestly, UMD just hates this jungler. Hates him.
But that's what you have to do. And you have to close your hands around their throats, if anything. This CU squad, they have shown that they can very much make comebacks when needed. And
yeah, I mean, if the game was even, but now it's just a little bit rough for CU to even play. I mean, this Ashe is strong. The Jhin may have some kills on his belt, but can they make something happen on this Ashe is the biggest question.
But look,
unfortunately, the entire enemy team is just behind this Ashe, waiting for it to be jumped on. They're like, okay, go ahead. If you jump on her, we'll jump on you, kind of thing. You can see Viego starting that Rift Herald. The pump side of the map is just completely left abandoned here. This Baron actually started doing.
And now that they've pushed out, they've gotten the space, they pushed out the Rek'Sai. They know that she's actually down towards her bot side jungle with the Aurora, I believe, saw her. So this is just a free Baron, but
this is where she's in the bounty house.
Oh my god.
Wow. You can see over 2 flashes committed on that Aurora. She didn't get her ultimate off, but like, I mean, if you're CU here, sure you get 400 gold, but you have no ultimates now. You have nothing. You have nothing left in this fight. I mean, this Braum is like not taking any damage. But amazing Ornny!
Oh my gosh, the 3v3 coming in, but no one dies. The Ashe and the Braum were alive for so long, which allowed for Zero Domain and Cat with the Gun to get these kills. They're now in the backline, taking out the squishy members in the backline. They're just going to be able to clean up the rest of the fight. This Alistar and this Rek'Sai.
cannot stop the inevitable Zero Domain and Cow with the Gun from ending this game out. I mean, look at this duo. Like, they can't do anything in this fight. The W goes a little wide here, but what can Jungle Johnson do to save this game? He can't walk up to the wave.
Yeah, the only hope that Jungle Johnson has is to clear out this wave with the Baron buff on it and just hope and pray.
They'll be looking for the end here. Maybe Jungle Johnson tries to clear this wave. I feel like they could have gone for something, but it's better for Terps Esports just to take the recall here. If Jungle Johnson cancels, I mean, if Jungle Johnson has a vendetta against this guy. I mean, I would too.
I mean, yeah.
You see the thumbs up ping going off. He knows he's mocked. I mean, this game's a little over. I mean, you saw the perfect team fighting that CU Esports had, but they couldn't just they couldn't lock down Zero Domain there and get the kill on him. He's too tanky. He does too much damage. Aurora's just dead again. But, I mean, she might get out though.
Oh no, the Jhin
cross the map to hit her.
Yeah, but I mean, UMD again taking these understaffed, underpowered fights. But here comes Zero Domain with his strong Sylas play. Coming in with that Alistar ult.
The flash W on the Viego. The W coming in, getting the Ornn. He's gonna pick up this wall here. W's gonna come out. He picks up the Jhin. The W comes out, but oh my god! Like Zero Domain and I'm so sorry.
We just watched the same fight happen twice.
I mean, what can you do if you're CU? You can kill the other enemies, but are you really gonna be like kill this Sylas Azir?
No, I think it's over. I think now Sylas and this Viego can just take these two turrets, and as the Viego distracts the Rek'Sai, Sylas is going to take the turrets, go underground, take out the Rek'Sai with her own ultimate, and I think that is over, unless this Alistar has something to say about it. Jhin is up and around, about 5 seconds, so if they can't kill this Alistar, then maybe the Jhin will be able to take out the rest of this squad, and this is getting extremely greedy for the UMD squad.
The gun is gonna kill this
Jhin. My god. But the game just ends. Like, Winions, you know, and let's just watch that last team fight again. I just think it's funny how they let the Ashe die and looked towards the front, just completely taking out that Jhin, going in after that that Azir, and just bada bing, bada boom, clean your hands off. It's just that's it.
All the win conditions for UMT Esports just lined up there. I mean, that Sylas was just absolutely insane. I don't know what to say. I mean, you get a kill. I guess the Viego's there just to like pick up the reset and kind of just keep on going. Like the cooldowns on the Sylas and like the reset on the Viego. What can you really do in that team fight? I mean, if you can't kill them, you can't win the game. And the team just couldn't kill them.
I mean,
they kill everyone else, but can you really kill that combination?
I think Jhin just took too much time to get going. You know what I mean? I mean, Ashe is relatively useful, even if she's like half build. I feel like Jhin, you need at least 3-4 items to do any kind of damage. And I think something interesting to highlight here is UMD picked 2 different win conditions for both of these games. In the first game, we saw that win condition be the Aatrox in the top lane. And then in the second game, we saw that Sylas actually being the win condition here. And I think that just goes to show the versatility of this UMD squad. Definitely a great showing for them in the first round of the NECC regular season.
Definitely 2 rounds to win here. UMD absolutely stomping out CU here. I don't even know what to say for that game. I mean, Zero Domain is an absolute beast on the Sylas, making sure that his mechanics are on point for these games. It was absolutely amazing to see. But Cow with the Gun also showed up here with his Azir, with his like aggressive, hyper aggressive jungle picks. I do love to see it. The bot lane also played magnificently. You can see the lane pressure they had was absolutely extraordinary throughout the entire game, not only enabling their jungler but their mid laner to kind of perform in the way they did. You know, you can't really forget about the top lane matchups. I mean, it's top lane, like it's kind of disjointed this game, but yeah, I mean, they both played amazingly. I feel like both top lanes kind of played amazingly that game. You know, very very back and forth kills here, especially on the jungler. So.
All right, well, I believe that places us as 1-0, I believe, in the regular season for this NECC squad. So, if you have nothing else to say, I think we're gonna sign off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next time.
Yep. Thank you so much for watching.
See you guys next time.